But still, FaZe Clan taking their sweet time. They are very wary that Net could aggress here, and that's more than likely the instance that they're thinking. However, he does want to back away here, just play this one safe. He has one nanoswarm towards the spawn side, but again, he's got his work cut out for him, to be completely honest.
Right, the turret is just waiting for a ping so he can end up pulling out the nanoswarm, and it works out! The meat grinder for Net! It was his trap, and it ends up going down!
No way! No way!
Net! A 1v4 to kick off the game for Guard! And my god, Net, did it have to be an ace?
You're kidding me! I wrote him completely out of this round. Net! A nanoswarm! And a turret for the Red Bull clutch.
Unreal.
I mean, it starts with him fighting the first. It starts with him kicking off the round, and it ends with him closing out this one with an absolute bang. I mean, that spacing between shot up and flyuh is so suboptimal for that instance against a pistol. You're swinging against a turret, and you never want to try and break a turret with a classic. And
their place, Guard, man, skin of their teeth. Had to come down to a 1v4, and now Net, alongside these other players, they're just looking to farm, looking to pad their stats. It's gonna be able to get one. BABYBAY and shot up. Still waiting up on that same flank. There's another man over towards mid as Net. Dude, he already has lockdown.
2 rounds in, this guy Net already 8 kills, and that's an easy round there for the Guard. I mean, taking it a little bit easier here for the FaZe Clan side because they are on the defense. Bravo on a smoke at the ready. They're going for short control just so they can get this lockdown, but so much util being dumped, and FaZe Clan are looking to duel.
Yeah, look at the approach already. Jet up close. That's going to be BABYBAY, but he gets pinged out. He's definitely going to go down, but he still has a teammate right behind him to try to cover up. Dicey's going to be able to get 2. flyuh doing the same thing, taking down 1 in terms of Sayaplayer. Now the Guard. You get completely pinched out in that back line of long. They're now only down to 2 players. Don't have that whole lot of utility, though. They've already ran out of flashes, and they might have ran out of space. Trent goes in, does take down flyuh, but the trade comes back immediately for shot up. 1v2 for Trent.
Yeah, he has a recon bolt here and 1 shot guard, but he comes in. Oh, he's looking the wrong way. Didn't expect shot up to peak so soon. And
have lost completely this site. Lockdown, all too good. But I think more importantly, just good on FaZe for not even trying to fight that. It was a mosh pit in the middle of that garage. Any peek would have gotten immediately punished. But look at this. 4 players trying to retake garage.
Wow.
And it's working perfectly. BABYBAY, LarryBanks landing in. Gonna be able to get 2. JonahP still holding it back. 1-man advantage now for FaZe. Making a 3-man advantage for FaZe. Sayaplayer 1v4. And he stops at 2. flyuh gonna be able to get the defuse and the kill. It's gonna be Net. Net takes on the first contact. Sayaplayer, he's going in, but simply because the mid peak is already taken on. If anything, Saya's getting exposed here. Saya's still gonna be able to get 1. He actually gets 3! Oh my god, Saya! Net and Sayaplayer, now the last 2 remaining. Shot up has to take it on. What on earth just happened?
Decent shock darts, but it's not gonna net a kill, unfortunately. So a 4 versus 5 retake here for the side of FaZe Clan, and they have a flank coming in at least from BABYBAY, but it's being watched out here by Net, and that's a lovely shock dart. Valyn, the planner, was already tagged up by 1, so he finds the second. They're going to re-clear that corner, and look at this. Double star setup, and this could actually work out. They do need BABYBAY to come up huge, though, and that's what they're waiting for at this point in time.
Trent waiting up for it, going to be able to take down 1. He still has JonahP right next to him to try to help out. And indeed, the combination works. BABYBAY in a 1v3 over towards the long side, but they've already isolated the spot to begin with. Well done. They have the better firepower. In we go. Trailblazer going out into the middle of sight. There's at least shot up here around the corner. Quite the funky angle. They're not going to find shot up. Can he get a second? Can he at least try? He certainly tries. He peeks out. Only 1 for him. Valyn and JonahP able to take down the C site pretty calmly. FaZe, they have already rotated. Oh, what? Through the box and through the nebula. flyuh. He's able to get a massive kill, and this is actually given FaZe a bit of an advantage. 3v2. Valyn and Trent, the last 2. The Cosmic Divide is good, but the timing was good. BABYBAY is long too. All 3 angles being covered up by FaZe. Will the thrifty happen? Trent, he has to take on the 1v3. The new bud, he can't do it. BABYBAY is gonna finish off the round in FaZe. They've actually won the eco. The Guard splitting away from sight. Now in comes the execution then. I guess it's just going to be all 5 players here with their pistols to try to take this one up. Defuse is going in. Larry is going down. The defuse is still going in. Nobody's going to be able to stop it. The Cosmic Divide does it all. And we've seen yet another thrifty going back for FaZe. A pretty cheeky little setup. Garage control has been taken. Shot up's going to be able to get the first kill. BABYBAY has a bit of an angle but hasn't released a shot yet. He unscopes 2 times. and at the perfect time where opponents peek out at the same time. So it is what it is, right? 3 players still remaining for the guard trying to come out of garage. LarryBanks has that back line. They're just going to be running a train, and they're just going to be running into the middle of nowhere. The guard, they just had nothing to actually work with in the middle of C, Sully.
Antsy to take this fight. Now the Cosmic Divide comes in, and now comes out the lockdown. The retake has initiated here as FaZe can want to get in quickly.
Yeah, look how many players are around, though. They are fighting tooth and nail for this. But Nets, there you go. The pistol coming up big. He's able to get 2 and a shock dart at the same time, getting a kill. Yes, the lockdown goes down, but that's just a waste of Hunter's Fury. Man advantage now for the guard. flyuh just try to pull out a bit of an owl drone, and oh! The owl drone would have been able to ping net. That would have been a big kill through the nebula regardless, but flyuh does it completely dry. 2v2 Trent. He has the solo job holding off this initial main choke point. Does have a teammate next to him in heaven, or in hell, excuse me. Oh man, no way. Trent went for that risky peek. And now flyuh just has to jump on in. He jumps into the mosh pit and he gets punished for it. FaZe, they had their fair share of thrifties, but guard have their own. 2 bodies to try to cover this up, but there you go. The nades come out. Excuse me, the util comes out over on the B side, and it's a fake. 2 players off the flank. flyuh is able to get 2 off the spray. But he had to get 2 to try to equalize things. The rotation from dicey is fast, and he's going to be able to at least cut off 1. JonahP over in short goes down to dicey. Now it's just the dicey show. 2 kills for him. Can he make it a 3rd? No. Valyn now wants to make it 3. He gets 1, but can't make it a 2nd. 6-6 is our scoreline here in the first half. And Sully, it's exactly what we expected, even between these 2 juggernauts.
Garage take. Yes, this is lovely, and it's pulled already 1 rotation. Sayaplayer even thinking about it as well, and he doesn't get caught off. Sayaplayer with a huge frag now slows things down here on the FaZe Clan side, and Sayaplayer for 2. That's gonna put a wrench in FaZe Clan's egg deck.
Yeah, that's gonna put a bit of a hurt. Shut up, flyuh, dicey. They see their 2 teammates go down, and now they somehow need to take this one back because again, they just can't actually find a bit of comfortability here on site. They can't actually find the plant. Shot up, finally trying to go for it, but it's just going to be a fake. Dicey wanting to hold off this back line. You still have flyuh helping. flyuh with that full HP. Valyn not so much. flyuh is able to get 2 easy ones and equalizing things to a 2v2. Net is coming in fast and furious. Back over towards that short side. 30 seconds left, and FaZe have chosen the right option.
Yeah, this is really smart from FaZe Clan. They've kind of taken the guess that there's going to be a flank coming in. They know Trent's top towards heaven, but there was no other peek from that spawn side, so it's like, all right, what's the conclusion? Net has got to be on a flank, and flyuh, he's tucked himself in a corner. Trent, it's only 1 headshot, and it's a free plant here on the C site.
Net, can he do it again? Another pistol round clutch, and it's shot up alongside flyuh to try to hold this one off, but no, it's not gonna happen at all. Shot up gets the timing. 4 players,
a gap is getting created somewhere, and it looks like that gap is the bomb site garage is what they're taking, but Net's okay. Right click does at least find 1, but 2 players here now is a quick rotation here from Trent. Valyn. No way! No way! Trent and Valyn on a cross, and he plays against the smoke, just the edge. Bulldogs dropped and shot up. We know he's a clutch master, but it's this really how it's gonna come down to a 7-7.
All right, shot up. He does escape the scenario for a quick second. There is a star right in front of him, but no. The spike is still in the middle of sight. He has 15 seconds. I mean, he might as well just run out. His credits are low and everything. Does he even want to save? What's going on? No, he's just going to take this. He's just going to take the L. No, he's not. I'm so confused. Shut up. What is even going on? He just wants to die for the eco. Nobody going over towards B.
Oh, they spot.
C, at least, is just being monitored, but here comes the rest of the guard. Trent's gonna be able, oh no, just getting that damage. Instead, it was Valyn. Trent with that shock dart right against the wall does actually take down dicey, and this is just a meat grinder. FaZe, they had no clue. They end up getting sandwiched at the worst opportune time, and essentially all they had to do was go up C long, potentially.
Left, and Trailblazer clears out garage, and now they're on the doorstep of the B side, and here they come.
Yeah, they still got the nanoswarms, literally nanoswarms right on top of where they're trying to plant. Not only that, but the grab rails are going to be able to help out too. Valyn just pulling him off. This is beautiful. Valyn did delay that time, but the plant is still able to go through after flyuh ballsy going right into the face of Valyn. Trent's able to take back BABYBAY, though. We're equalized on that 4v4. Like you said, double flank. 2 players from the guard trying to head out over towards that sniper's position in mid. And there's 2 players here for the guard over, excuse me, for FaZe to try to cover this off. We are a bit quiet, though. The shock darts are being used a bit early. flyuh is able to get one. LarryBanks, that's a big one. JonahP still trying to fight tooth and nail for that mid position. And Net could put the frosting on top of this cake. Here he comes over in mid, taking down 2, but he has no smokes. He has no idea where Larry is. Larry popping up, and he peeks at the perfect time. Not only that, but it was right through the wall. That can get to C first. You might as well get there.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. They're going for the B plan, but again, there's a nanostorm here already. And valyn, right on the doorstep. He's got one guaranteed frag. Nanostorm goes off, so it forces him down to the right side. 15 seconds left. The spike will get stuck, but out comes the Hunter's Fury. It's not connecting. 3 versus 5, and LarryBanks is a lockdown of his own. There's a chance they could equalize and get aggressive. They want to fight this A side. There's a lineup, but it's not good enough. LarryBanks needs another one here. Classic comes out, and it's a duel between the both. But JonahP somehow finds it, and FaZe Clan not able to tie things up. The guard find a 10th in FaZe. They're just trapezing across the map. Around the world they go. Gonna be one of those players. Trent in the back lines. Watching for anyone jumping out of garage here. JonahP gets that contact. Trent here to support the 2 players. Not looking the right way. It's a nice easy mop up here for the guard as they get all 5. And it's an 11th round on the board. 2 to go in FaZe Clan. These eco rounds, they were so impactful in the defense. What's happened? They don't expect him here though. The flash instead goes out towards Long. He's given a chance, but he does miss the one window. Now he's got to slow things down here. The guard just trying to lock it down, but BABYBAY good for 1. The wall goes up, but he's not able to connect. Trent's alone in the site. In comes Sayaplayer, though, to his rescue. And down go FaZe Clan. Shot up on a late lurk, and they get past that Cosmic Divide. They don't really care. And shot up. Have to try and get this clutch. Yao Jones even here to clear him out, but he gets the timing. No, he doesn't. Even gets tagged as well. FaZe Clan walking into a site, and the guard will take that round. The 12th on the board unless shot up can go nuclear.
Be shot up. Realistically, the only thing this man could do is either save this or just try to fight tooth and nail. And indeed, he goes down. Net.
The guard with their 4-man push over towards this A site, and Net has got a chance to break this lockdown.
This is so tempting, Net. He knows that he can really only a push when this Nebula goes down.
You're kidding me.
The lockdown is gone. And can Net get more? No, he cannot. The pistols and the Petri dish of buys for FaZe still spreading throughout that C site. But it's realistically just around that C site. No coverage of lawn whatsoever. In fact, they're trying to take spawn control. Sayaplayer gets a big kill over in the back of site from Long. These last 3 players for FaZe spread between garage, spawn in the middle of C. valyn's gonna be able to take down shot up. The sandwich is coming in. Sayaplayer with an op. He's going guns blazing, looking to barrel stuff. And indeed he does. The guard, they hold down Haven. This map is theirs.
It almost felt like a flawless defensive side in me. He does it again. A solo play in BABYBAY.
What is his spot for KJ?
Something. Oh man.
It's fast rotation, I think.
Net's not looking, and it's a free kill on a JonahP. Timing. He doesn't take the full peek, and it's colliding bodies. It's colliding bodies. He does get one. Still has the dash, but Net instantly there for the trade. Now the exit comes through, and FaZe Clan, they realize they need to act. It's still Trent in the middle of the site. As just a classic and nothing more. As dicey and shot up. Click 1-2. Both players fall, and now it's just on a Net for the 1v3 retake.
Just the 1 star again for that Astra, and they're able to cover off main, and they end up getting both frags. This is massive now for FaZe, but Net, he's done it before. Can he do it again? Net stepping up to the plate, and he is done for immediately. No hope whatsoever.
Rotations.
Okay, valyn. Oh, he is gonna get spotted by that owl drone, so in comes the attack. valyn's still able to hold one off. Same thing with Net at the same exact time, but Sayaplayer, he's actually the one that goes down, and not exactly Net, or excuse me. Yeah, Net, excuse me. Towards that cat area. LarryBanks coming up behind him now. Attackers, they still do have control of A more or less, but they're just worried about these picks instead. JonahP and Trent taking their time of actually emerging out of heaven. JonahP is all the way out in the open, and he doesn't get peeked on. That's just bad timing. In goes the flash, in goes the drop. LarryBanks has it all, but the nanos, he kills his teammate. He kills his teammate. 2v1. flyuh with a big shot. 25 seconds left. Spike not gonna be able to go down.
Wow.
JonahP, what? What was that round? Unfortunate for FaZe. Towards cap, but more importantly, there's a bigger lurk over towards that mid side. It's actually LarryBanks waiting up potentially for a 1v1 against Net, and that's actually huge, because if Net wins this one out, that would be the lockdown. The lockdown has been given to Net. Dicey going in from behind, though. The flank took its time. Dicey, the patience is good, but the guard, they still have their options. Net is here. Net's gonna be able to get one, but he's low on HP, and the kill should be there for BABYBAY, and indeed it is. Oh, Sully, we had high stress for literally like 2 seconds, but I think Dicey just secured the round. Sayaplayer, he could try all he wants, but it's just going to be economic damage. FaZe have a third.
Right, and just as it clicked for us that the lockdown was in, it clicked in as well for FaZe Clan. They got aggressive. They're like, all right, we cannot let this lockdown go through. His goal is to get into Garden, drop that lockdown, and FaZe Clan, they need to react quickly. Dash, sight comes out, and yup, the guard are just playing safe. They don't need to aggress, but they've used the Hunter Siri very early in this round. JonahP will not be flushed out, though, and they come in swinging off of his pop flash.
Unreal. The Hunter's Fury whiffs out everything. It only gets one hit, and everyone else from the guard are posted up. The guard, they aren't exactly acting off of that. They just want their current positions. FaZe searching out the A site.
Yeah, look at this. Valyn's made a call. It's like, again, we need to play off of this lockdown. They're going to fight here towards Garden, but BABYBAY, are you kidding me? Tries to go for the second. Dicey right behind for that lovely trade. LarryBanks to take this mid peek, and well, they wanted grass control. They wanted Garden, but they couldn't get it. And FaZe Clan took a fifth. Like, that last round meant absolutely anything to them. Does mean that they could literally split through mid, and that knife gets nothing. And Sayaplayer already take down is going to fall. Dicey continuing to aggress his BABYBAY, and they're going to work together. Can Dicey find this trade? No, not just yet. Flash goes in. He could get a double, but no.
Oh, the
JonahP denies. The guard quick to adjust here, and it's left it on to shot and flyuh. The 4 versus 2, no ults to play off of, and they need it. The guard, they've got a whole lot of them.
I mean, that was such a tough scenario, right? We could have had any of those players that ended up pushing Garden. Could have made a massive difference in this round, but instead we're still paying attention at this 4v2. flyuh, he's just gonna fight for this. Lockdown in front of him, flash in the face of these two players, and they might as well just go down off of this, right? JonahP gonna be able to get one, Net gets the other, and that's just tough. Fought tooth and nail to take down the lockdown, but they simply couldn't make their way through. And just a random headshot through that wall. And instead, it is going to be that rotation back for FaZe. Lots of control back over towards Cat and that'll adapt, but the Seeker's coming out at the same time. JonahP does have control of backside, and he does actually have Valyn to try to help out. Net covering up Cat, and that's going to be the spike. Net has it all now, and only has BABYBAY to deal with. BABYBAY waiting up his time, holding up the corner.
You're split apart. BABYBAY is kind of having a solo fight. That Cosmic Divide now voided. No opportunity, and wow, that's 2 players suppressed. BABYBAY needs to have some magic happen here. He does have the spike in front of him, but 2 players already here for the cross. It's a double peek here, and if he's lucky, he could get the spike and make it work, but no. Trent on the other side, and yeah, FaZe Clan, this round just felt so uncoordinated, and shahzam once again left in this clutch. It's just one player tries to create the space by themselves. That's Dicey. He gets caught out by the fragment grenade, and then the spike, there's no path carved down. They still try and go out, and the guard have already made those quick rotations, and FaZe Clan just not ready for it. Again, the uncoordination is what it felt like approaching that A site. Trailblazer as well to give space here to BABYBAY. He is playing a solo lurk here, but they double check the corner.
Oh, that right click would have been crazy.
Almost gets out regardless, and there's another fragment grenade drop. flyuh not going to be able to escape those clutches. JonahP gets the afterlife kill, and once more, this utility usage from the guard is it's putting a stop to everything that FaZe Clan are trying to do. This mid gap that was once present has been plugged up by those 2 players. And now in a 3 versus 4, still guns to play with, and they need to make this attempt. But once more, we see that disconnect. 1 in B main, 2 towards market. How do they try and sort this out?
And the only way that they can sort this out is just going to have to come down to the crossfires, because, again, no stars available. And the Nebulas could have definitely helped out with the cross, but they didn't even need it. Net goes down in a heap, but in goes Sayaplayer. Sayaplayer with the updraft, able to take down LarryBanks, and goes to peek from the back line from Trent. Sayaplayer going in once again. His knives are completely on point today, but he's not able to get the second. In goes shahzam now in a 1v1. Trent is known, and shahzam finally with an opportunity for a Red Bull clutch. He takes it all the way to the bank. 6-4 for FaZe. Shows his arm. Now the rest of FaZe Clan, they were trying to make their way into A, but now they've abandoned back over towards B. The Nebula is good. Trent doesn't have anything, but look at the pings. He could get a couple of wall bangs here through the smoke, but it's not going to happen. LarryBanks with an angle back into sight, and is able to take down Net. Here we go. 3v3. The lockdown does go down to FaZe. So potentially, yeah, this is just going to be a delay. 5 more seconds getting chunked off the clock. Guard all three
it
players,
is.
sending back over towards the defensive side. They had one ultimate to use, and indeed they'll use it. Cosmic Divide covering off the back of sight. All three players going in, not a single player back over towards stairs just yet. Finally, we go through two. Nanoswarm goes up a bit early. shahzam is sitting in the middle of sight, but the first contact is going to be there. I think it's for LarryBanks.
LarryBanks!
LarryBanks sitting behind triple Radianite, and he's able to get all three at the end. In a 1v3.
Again.
He only has one star to charge up, and like you said, again, shahzam has had so many clutch opportunities. This is just one of many. Does have a star over in heaven. Does finally use it. Has one more remaining. The vent does go down. Is he able to get the kill onto Saya? Can he make his job just a bit easier? 20 seconds left. shahzam does spot at least one over towards the heaven side. Trent drops. One more is net. shahzam, can he do it?
No way!
Yes, he can! shahzam, the one, the only, with his second Red Bull clutch.
Full sight take here from the guard. Leaves us now in a 5v5 retake for this pistol. flyuh's got a couple of shock darts. We'll get a little bit of attack. Oh, it denies the spike. It even gets more onto Trent. That is huge.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, that was all the mileage that you could have possibly gotten out of that shock dart. And now we're just going to have to keep going. FaZe, they're slowly gaining pretty much full control of this A site, but they're pinching over on A main. And never mind, three players now sitting over in the middle of A. They have all been funneled. No chance. FaZe got it. 9-4. The Aries, by the way.
Yeah, and well, that gravel will buy a little bit of time.
Here we go.
Can't get it off. LarryBanks with the spray. Nanoswarm comes out as well, and that's going to separate these two players. 20 seconds left, and it's a 2 versus 2. As Sayaplayer is able to find that one, but 20 seconds left, and LarryBanks, well, money to the bank. He still got this Aries.
Here we go. LarryBanks around the corner, but he's not able to get anything. That would have been so much for flyuh, and this plant wouldn't have been able to go down, but instead, the shock dart goes in. They know exactly where he is. flyuh coming out. Sayaplayer does have the crouch position. Wow! flyuh with a spam that was perfectly onto Sayaplayer. Now both players stuck in the back of sight. flyuh's at least isolated it. He's not gonna even get a check double Radianite. He's just going right for it. Gonna be able to get one. Can he get the second? Sayaplayer playing ring around the rosy, and he's just playing right in the middle. flyuh's gonna be able to check out that right corner, but nobody's there. And Sayaplayer playing the space. Certainly put them into effect. A fast play over towards Cat could be able to give them that control they want. Sayaplayer just gets the first contact, and he's free into the middle of sight.
Here we go, Korean Jet. What more can he find? Nice fragment grenade out from JonahP. Does Sayaplayer want to aggress off of it? No, he doesn't. 10 HP. He's just going to try and go for a right click, I'd imagine. 4 versus 4 to spam. Not able to deny this spike plants. And it's a 4-on-4 retake. It's Net who's lurking up towards Cat, but it's LarryBanks hot on his trail.
Ooh.
This is to establish guard control here, but he's making noise, and Net has been wary. Net doesn't find the frag. That's a huge kill to lose out on. Now it's 2 different spots they have to watch out for, and you've given LarryBanks the opportunity. You've given Dicey this space for that flash, and JonahP underneath. The guard concede in 11.
What?
And you have to be kicking yourself. If you're Net, that's a crucial kill to give up. We had the interview that we saw yesterday saying flyuh is just such a micromanager, and they're adjusting. Tiny little adjustments. Trailblazer goes deep in. The Seekers come out. The flash goes in as well. And here comes the swing. Dicey lighting him up. 1, 2, 3. A hat trick for him. And, you know, Nets, last man standing, has crept his way out of the ace site. But he's like, oh, what happened to my team? They've all fallen. Just a Marshall to play with, and FaZe Clan cleaning things up here to get on to to get on to 12, and now we're 1 away from closing it out. The guard, they do have their full buy back here, but they have 7 rounds to catch up on.
Control, but A main is about to get a bit busy.
Yeah, here's the thing though, is that the guard are kind of getting very proactive towards this garden side, and they, I mean, FaZe Clan have the lockdown to play the retake. Big frag from JonahP. Doesn't put him on the ult just yet, but it's a shutdown. Shut up. You can't do this again, man.
Shut up.
3 more kills, and I was gonna say, like, the guard are getting kind of really good map control here. JonahP's able to find that first frag, but shahzam just shuts it down, man. 4 versus 1, and JonahP, they know where he is, man. 87 HP with 24 shield left over, but 4 players to find. It seems quite literally... I love that Cosmic Divide, man. So much impact out of that one.
So much impact off of that Cosmic Divide. I mean, textbook. Only the pros pull stuff like this. And 13-5 is realistically something that the guard should have expected from the beginning. FaZe Clan, a strong team. Targets a little bit. What are these 2 players even planning right now?
Comes out for Trent. He's got one, at least one. He's got two players here, but he's not going to be able to connect onto BABYBAY. He's already tagged down exceptionally low. And the guard, they're very quick in these rotations. That Trailblazer triggering that trap wire over towards that A side. Huge space to take the exec here, and while they're taking it in full force, a full split into this heaven side and locking it down net with only the headhunter left over. Switching back to the classic here has got to come up huge in this clutch.
That puts down the TP. Only one player. He gets to isolate BABYBAY. The HP was pretty low there, and we would have been able to see those heroics from Net.
Yeah, Dicey is lucky. That
what is this?
That peak. Really
the
good
timing!
himself, but look at this. Net can TP out as well. He gets caught. Mid-TP, flyuh finds that frag, and unfortunately, things are starting to fall apart here. It's up to valyn. He's so good at anchoring sites as an Astra, but is he good enough? Yes, indeed. Does find two. He's held things back. Spike has been dropped, and Saya has arrived. But valyn finding a triple here, leaving it onto BABYBAY. He's alone. He's pushing, but there's nothing more he can do. LarryBanks just trying to pick up the pieces. valyn holding it down here on B as LarryBanks dropping to the slower bomb site. Has got a 1v1. Can't take this feed. JonahP will allow him this spike plants, and it comes down to this aim duel.
Oh, JonahP didn't want to get go! LarryBanks!
Always play high.
Deserving of the name, FaZe Banks, my friend. Oh my god!
They set themselves up. A trap wire as well on that spike. We will see a star here as well, probably momentarily. And we'll see if the guard can maybe get some heroics. Dicey will have the first say in this engagement, however.
Dicey might be able to get all three out of this scenario. In goes one drop real slowly. Down goes two. Make it a third. Bish, bash, bosh.
Never mind. One starts to back away. Seekers come out, and now the pivot comes through. Guard are quick to react. A snake bite goes through, and that's going to force them back here for now. Trent even able to pick off LarryBanks. It's all falling onto net.
That's going to be able to get one. The instant TP. He's back in stairs, and he can definitely try this one once again. Out goes the showstopper. Could potentially stop him from there, but through the wall, it's not going to be able to hit. Sayaplayer has it all. Dicey jumps right into his crosshair. Shot up in BABYBAY. No chance at this point. 30 seconds left. They have to pull off some sort of miracle.
Yeah, nice shutdown here from the guard. Very safe here, right? They're not overcommitted to this rotate, and at this point in time, they have to save, right? FaZe Clan hold two of these rifles, but...
It seems like a B ending for now. They're going.
Oh, love this, though, from Trent. He's taking an aggressive B main feed, and now Sayaplayer trying to pivot back, but it's valyn instead in the heavens. Only able to find one BABYBAY. Nice trade, and out comes shot up. But here, Sayaplayer, he's got the knives out. Korean Jet just taken to the skies. Again. Swing through from shot up. Does at least trade it back to a 3v2, but player has dropped. Saya just holding back towards spawn of the spike. It's on top of rafters. That's almost an unretrievable position. It's a crossfire as well here from the players in heaven. How do you even go about this one?
30 seconds left. Again, Spike still right on top of rafters. Jonah has the headshot position right onto ropes, and he plays whack-a-mole with the ropes.
It's up towards heaven. A trademark still available, so now they know. And that grab ball, this is perfect from the guard. Util to delay. 15 seconds left, and JonahP still on site.
JonahP is here. valyn at the same time with the
what a flash!
And what a flash! valyn's able to get 3 free ones off of that. And there you go. I mean, finally the guard are able to string together a couple of rounds. 3 rounds under their belt, and they pretty much reset FaZe Clan.
From JonahP, and I think it got a cue that LarryBanks was there. So that's why we haven't seen this full, like, rotation just yet here from the guard.
Wait, trigger discipline!
A plan for 2, but he couldn't find the third. BABYBAY, he does stay alive, but at what cost? 2 players, 2 of his own end up going down, and LarryBanks, his presence was known towards mid. Now the guard can just play nice and safe. They've got 3 alive. They have the rifles. They have the better guns. And LarryBanks, he's got to try and make something happen. But Sayaplayer, wary of this mid presence. No, not like this.
Larry coming up
Surely
from behind.
not like this.
Please! Larry comes up from behind, and he had everything on a silver platter. At least that's what we thought for a quick second, and BABYBAY runs into the crosshair of Sayaplayer.
That's a shot you have to hit. And BABYBAY just given a chance to creep on through. Now it's up to Net. He's holding down to the lower bomb site. He's got one. He's got
Net!
3 for 4. That is what? Net? That is so quick.
Straight up into this A site. 3 players still lurking around that ramp area, and 1 is already up.
Yeah, BABYBAY quick. Try and take this ramp control. Nade will at least isolate the player over towards his heaven side, but he wasn't even looking. Trent in with the rotation as well. valyn there for the trade. It's quick, simple for the guard here. A nice lockdown here towards A heaven, and shot up. Well, you know, he's done it before, but I don't think he'll be able to do it again. Lightning doesn't typically strike twice, and shot up. A little bit cold here in this round as he only has a sheriff to play with. It's a minute left on the clock. 2 players already holding the spike. They get 1, but not the second. Net is there to get that instant trade. 6-4, the guard.
As a bit of a fake, but they're still gonna have that Viper right next to him. In we go. So much util on that front side, like you mentioned. Snake bite alongside the orb on that front side, but valyn needs to hold off this kill onto BABYBAY. The nade lands right in front of him, right at his feet. And he gets grinded out immediately. JonahP could be the hero of this round. Oh, can he actually do it? 1 kill, make it 2. The flash was good, and he's equalized the round at least. 2v2 as FaZe, they do try to claw back at least a round after losing 6 in a row.
Yeah, but how quick are FaZe going to be to take up space? Oh my, Saya! Shot through the Viper spin. He's able to connect up to 1 shot up now. The clutch master, he's pulled off crazier than this, and he's got a Viper spit to play around as well now. 1 above, he knows that for a fact. He doesn't know if the second has dropped just yet, but he might hear Saya, who has made the drop shot up, playing around the Viper's pit. Oh, no, looks the wrong way, and it's presented here to net. A 7th here as we head into the last round of this half, and shot up just not ready for that timing. 7-4 here, and
was essentially what pushed him back. Process of elimination. But in we go, last round of the half, and it's already gonna start off with a bang. Sayaplayer clears out B main.
Shot up going down right off of rip. I mean, you lose that Viper util and net. It's double up as well. Could have had a little bit more. Doesn't even get a little bit of damage off. Thankfully, BABYBAY is at least find a trade back onto Trent. But what is that going to do for them? It's opened up heaven just a little bit more. Nets still close up. Sayaplayer has a read that there is at least one back towards B main. He sees the jiggle, has the knife, but doesn't connect. Now with BABYBAY starting to explode into heaven. It's up to Saya, who's here alone. Can't get the shot off. The shorty comes out and he's staying alive.
Whoa. And he still pulls out the right click as a fadeaway right after. The rest of guard, though, they do have a bit of that control. They were coming in from heaven, and it was just going to be a scrap. It was going to be a war for that 3v3, but the guard just wanted to get it over with early. And again, that human decoy from Saya, that was just so slick.
Dicey.
And it's going to be a real quick option right after the Trailblazer. Net is actually just trying to go for it immediately as a chamber, if anything, and he does win out the battle. Beats down BABYBAY, and now Dicey is having his own issues against Net. Does finally take him down, but as he reloads... Oh, no, a nasty surprise from JonahP! But LarryBanks, that peek backwards, comes in right on time. He was getting flanked, essentially. The spike now down over in Raptors. Can he actually take down valyn? Yes, he can. And Sayaplayer gets pinched. LarryBanks is able to do it all as flyuh is able to distract FaZe Clan after losing 8 straight rounds. Finally have one back. Banks on the front side. BABYBAY there for the cleanup with the stinger. Let's see how much damage they can get. LarryBanks waiting for a peek. Saya was thinking about it. Cam up for a quick second. No, the timing. Come on. Plus the fact that FaZe have so many bodies surrounding this could just be theirs. Indeed, it might be FaZe. Oh, shot up. He ends up getting 3 for himself. You wouldn't expect that last kill onto JonahP either, but he's just going to continue his reign of terror. Dicey, he can certainly try, but he has flyuh there to essentially be his meat shield. valyn gets at least 1 kill back. Trent has to complete a 1v3. He starts it off right with a kill into Dicey. BABYBAY around the corner and still takes him down. 9-7. FaZe, they kept doing the same. Are they waiting for Net to make a bit of noise? What's going on?
I don't really know what's happening here. I think Net is trying to catch birds, but he's not going to find anything. Snakebite doesn't even get much here. BABYBAY just dancing. He's going to let flyuh take this peek, and BABYBAY will swing immediately after. Now it's like, Net, what were you doing, man? 10 seconds left. His goal here is to just die, of course, and he does get that. A nice deathful, or a nice wish.
Off, though, so not too bad considering the fact that an 8-take could happen.
flyuh with a judge, though. That's a lovely flash. flyuh has got 3 players around. He misfires 1, misfires for a second, but he's only able to get 1. And JonahP and Sayaplayer very quick to react as valyn springs out for mid to find BABYBAY. 2 versus 3 now. And shot up is going to fall immediately after. Saya just holding that angle. Leaves it onto LarryBanks. And this was a great take from the guard here. They make a lot of noise mid, split back in towards that A site. Unfortunately, a lot of it fell down to flyuh, who was the sole player here on that A site. Dicey not in proximity to make that fast rotate, gets caught off guard. And now FaZe Clan, we're looking to tie things up and really financially reset the guard here. End up giving them the 10th. You're at 10-8.
Well, it could have actually been pretty good for BABYBAY, but the showstopper actually misses out completely, and that's a massively important ultimate. Everyone is still around. It's absolute chaos. Net coming up from behind. He does end up connecting on that flank, but there's still one player over towards the side. flyuh! He has a judge! 1, 2, make it 3! No! But still, massive. FaZe did not have any sort of this advantage before, or even close to coming up with guard off this post plant, but that play gave them a chance. LarryBanks now in a 1v2. He's gonna isolate both players back in spawn, but again, they would have known that they had that ultimate. They might have just planned it out. Gravwell's still there. They're going to be able to blast that one out right when the plant or right when the defuse goes in, but in goes LarryBanks. Not going to be able to find anyone off the angle. Camera is there. He can peek out. The Gravwell is down. Larry just can't defuse. Finally, it goes in. The camera's not going to find anything because he just simply can't use it. And valyn with a double peek. That's going to be 11-8 going back for the guard. FaZe clan, where do they go from here? Their credits are so weird. They just have about 3K to 4K. What are the tough decisions that they need to make?
With Scraps, they used so many ults in that last round, specifically BABYBAYs, that they don't have much else to play with. And JonahP with a haphazardly spray down towards that mid side gets one. Sayaplayer dealing with the pressure towards A, and the guard are just taking things so slow, so calm, and they're finding these picks one by one, leaving it down to just 2.
Oh, BABYBAY. At least make a bit of damage, but it's not going to happen outside of just the 1 kill onto net. And here we go. Shot up. Let's see if shot up actually attempts this. Again, spike all the way on the open. They already have a star ready for that. Gravwell. Shot up finally going in. Has 2 to deal with over in B main. 2 in the back of sight, more importantly. And he's not going to be able to get anything. The guard maintained their guns. They maintained their credits. And they maintained their lead. And they're 1 round away from upsetting FaZe. And FaZe, they have reacted. One of their players were thinking about rotating back over towards that B side. BABYBAY is still holding up back over towards stairs, but here comes Dicey. Dicey finally peeking out, and he finally makes a bit of noise. Net doing the same, though. He does get that kill back onto... Excuse me, does actually get the kill onto BABYBAY. Now it's a 3-on-3. flyuh is pretty much the only player here on this B site. But how much noise is being made off of this rotation? I don't think it matters. They have the pits, and Trent is going to use it. This is victory formation. Trent takes down shot up. The rotation... Both of these players are cut off. They have to go through vents to even have a chance. It's a suicide mission going through this. Trent knows it. He's just playing around the spot. They're going through it. No, they're going to go through it. Easy peasy. They're just fine.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they know the screen play. Cosmic Divider comes out. There's no flash, but they run through a smoke straight to their deaths, and the guard have done it. 2 teams looking for a benchmark, and the guard has just advanced a little bit further.